Rock Point 256.
Welcome to a changing world.
Rock Point 256.
Welcome to another way of thinking.
Rock Point 256.
Yeah. Believe in yourself and in your heart.
Come with me to Rock
Hey,
Point.
discover the rock in you.
Come with me to Rock Point. Rock Point.
Rock Point 256. Discover the rock in you.
Let's call him Sammy.
But what if it's a girl? Then do we call her Sanyu?
Maybe they'll be twins and we can call them Sanyu and Sammy.
Maybe they will be triplets. We can call them Sanyu, Sammy, and Samari.
Triplets.
Eh.
Joker honey.
The arrival of children is usually awaited with great expectation, but sometimes things go wrong. Each year in Uganda, 44,500 babies die within the first 28 days of birth. You can save the life of one of these little ones and reverse the trend. Visit www.everyoneisme.ug or text everyone to 7197.
Rock Point 256.
Hello, our lovely listeners. Welcome to another episode of Rock Point 256. First, let's remind ourselves about what happened in Rock Point last week.
Sandra met a young girl in Rock Point Health Center who told her a sad story about Martin.
He lied to me that he loved me and I believed him. But when I got pregnant and I told him, he just disappeared. Then my parents found out that I was pregnant and they sent me to my granny's place in Mutengu. A few weeks ago, I found him with a team of men drilling a borehole near Mutengu. When I approached him and told him that I was pregnant with his child, he told me he doesn't want to see my face ever. He said that?
Steve called the police to help him protect his land from the family that is living next door.
Why were you grazing your animals on the man's land?
And it wasn't the first time.
Let him answer. Mr. Faz, why do you let your animals pass through people's gardens?
Well, sir, there is no other route from my place to the lake. That is where my cows drink. I didn't mean to pass through his gardens. How I wish that was the case. Steve is taking bad care of our grandfather's land.
And he keeps saying that.
And now, on Rock Point 256, episode 316.
Rock Point 256. Discover the rock in you.
I can't believe that we have lost again today.
Alex, just leave that team of yours and cross over to the team that's worth supporting.
You wish, Martin.
Is that someone knocking on the door?
Turn off the radio.
Oh, Sandra!
Martin, may I have a word with you?
Sandra, you're welcome. Come sit here with me, sweetheart.
No, Martin, I want to talk with you.
Alex, can you give us a minute?
Okay, let me go to the trading center and relax a bit. See you later.
Take your time, Alex. We will be here a while. Yes, Sandra, darling, tell me.
Don't touch me with your dirty hands, Martin.
Sandra, what's the matter?
Stop it, Martin. Tell me about the girl at the health center with your baby.
A girl at the health center with my baby? What are you talking about, Sandra?
It's not a laughing matter, Martin.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sandra.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Calm down, Sandra.
Get your hands off me. I know what you are, Martin.
Will you stop it? What are you talking about, Sandra?
Martin, a girl from Mutengu is in the health center now. She just gave birth to your baby and the baby died.
Believe me, sweetheart, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stop lying, Martin. I spoke with her.
Okay, I know the girl. And she's nothing but a prostitute.
A prostitute? Is that what you take me for as well?
You are hysterical, Sandra. Why don't you come back when you've calmed down?
Go to hell, Martin. I don't ever want to see you again.
Pass me the sugar, Ali.
This tea tastes good, Toppy.
Thank you. So, how is that poor girl at the health center? The one who lost her baby?
It is a very sad case, Toppy. They had to remove her womb. She'll never have children.
Oh, dear Lord. How could that happen?
She was only 16 years old, and she never went for antenatal care.
But she delivered at the health center. How could she lose her baby and her womb?
It was not because of the health center, Toppy. From what Dr. Ian told me, the girl's auntie took her to a traditional midwife to help her deliver at home. She said the girl was too small to push the baby out. By the time they brought her to the health center, the baby was dead and the girl was in serious condition.
Oh, how horrible.
Why are you worried anyway?
Ali, it is dangerous to deliver from home, and your mother doesn't want me to go to the health center when my time comes.
Toppy, we are taking you to the health center when your labor pains begin. We've been over this.
Your mother will never agree to it. She thinks the health center killed that girl's baby.
I'll talk to her, Toppy.
Will she believe you, Ali?
I hope she will understand, Toppy. But even if she does not, you'll deliver from the health center.
Sandra, go and fetch water.
Yes, Mommy.
You're crying. What's the matter, Sandra?
It's nothing, Mommy. Where is the jerry can?
It's on the veranda. But first come and sit down here. Let's talk.
Mom, let me first fetch the water.
The water can wait. Tell me what's wrong, Sandra.
Oh, Mom, I have been such a fool.
About what, Sandra?
Martin.
Martin?
Oh, Mommy, I thought he loved me.
Sandra, but tell me, what's going on between you two?
Nothing, Mom. Not anymore.
Sandra, tell me. Some time ago, Solomon told me that you went to his lodge looking for Martin. And many people have been telling me that you've been moving around Rock Point in Martin's truck. So, I suspected that there was something going on between the two of you.
Mommy, he is a bad man.
But he seems so nice. In fact, I never stopped you because I thought he might make a good husband for you, Sandra.
Mommy, Martin is already married.
Are you sure, Sandra?
And there is a girl at the health center.
Tell me, Sandra.
The girl at the health center who gave birth to Martin's baby. And the baby died. Oh, Mommy. I've been such a fool. I thought he loved me. He gave me things. He said that...
Oh, Sandra, I'm so sorry. He fooled me too. I should have stopped you when I saw how he looked at you. But he seemed such a nice young man. Good afternoon, Zach. I'm glad you came by the house.
Oh, is there something I can help you with, Miri?
Zach, what is happening these days in Rock Point Health Center?
What do you mean?
Those nurses are so rude.
Please, Miri, calm down and explain.
I had an appointment at the health center to see the doctor. I waited for 4 hours, seated right there waiting. When I finally got that nurse Mary to pay any attention to me, she told me that the doctor wasn't even in after sitting there all that time.
I'm so sorry, Miri.
If they knew that the doctor was absent, why didn't they tell me immediately?
Why didn't Nurse Mary help you? What were you there for, Miri?
To get my tubes tied. Sister Aisha said it had to be a doctor to do it.
Yes, that is correct. Tube irrigation requires a minor operation. A nurse cannot do that. Did they send you away with some other family planning method?
No. When I complained, that nurse Mary began insulting me, and then Sister Aisha talked with me.
Mary, you should go back again, or you could get another child.
We cannot afford another child right now. But Mandek will never agree.
That's why I wanted to get my tubes tied.
I understand your situation, Mrs. Monday. You really should go back to the health center.
I would rather get pregnant than speak with that nurse Mary. She is useless.
Mary, I can see that you were treated poor at the health center, and that was wrong. But in Nurse Mary's defense, the health center has been extremely busy lately.
I am aware of how busy the health center is. I sat there for 4 hours, Zach, but Nurse Mary never wanted me to complain.
Maybe blaming the nurse is unfair.
Come on. The woman neglected me, and then she started shouting at me.
There is no excuse for that behavior. I agree. But I'm sure you saw those 2 nurses fighting to serve over 40 dysentery patients, right?
Well, the place was full that day. I agree about that.
It wasn't just that day, Miri. They have been working like that day and night for weeks.
And the new doctor?
He has no place in Rock Point, so he stays in Matare with his family and drives to and from Rock Point every day.
My God, are you sure?
Yes, things are not easy. Miri, I will talk with them about your case. I'm sure they did not mean to upset you.
Please, and tell that doctor that I want another appointment. And I don't want to see that Nurse Mary.
Man, 256,700 youths can't find jobs every year.
This is about to change.
650,000 homes survive on just 1 meal a day?
This is also about to change.
Gen X.
To find out who will change this, look into the mirror. You will change all this. Become a Gen X advocate for smaller families to save your countrymen from the burden of a large population. SMS Gen X, GENEXT, to our toll-free number 8464 or log on to www.genxt.ug or join Gen X Uganda on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at GenXUG.
This message is brought to you by UHMG, the home of the good life, supported by USAID.
Steve, please tell us your contention with this man.
Chairman Jackson, this man lives on the land that used to be Okello's, but his animals are always in my land. I have warned him to keep his animals out of my garden, but he does not listen. I want him to pay me damages, and I want him to promise in front of everyone that he will not trespass in my land again.
Good. You man, please stand up. What is your name?
My name is Elfaz.
Is what Stephen is saying true?
No, it is not. He says we pass our cows in his gardens, but we don't. We only pass in the boundary while taking the cows to the lake.
Come on, we all know that when a cow passes by a maize garden or a potato garden, it will not fail to eat some of it.
Mr. Chairman, that is true. But where we pass, there are no crops. It's just a bush.
There are no crops because your cows ate them. And the other day your son let the cows eat what was left of my maize crop.
Is that why you arrested my cow and beat my son? You had no right.
I had no right. What's the matter with this man?
Chairman, I cannot lie and tell you that I will get another route to the lake. There is no other route to the lake. I request Steve in front of this court to afford me a footpath through his land.
Excuse me. You want me to surrender my garden so your cows can go to the lake?
I am talking to the LC1 chairman. Mr. Jackson, if he could give us that garden where we usually pass, this would end. After all, that land is our family land.
My God! This man is so...
Did I hear your family land?
Yes. The land Steve is staying is our grandparents' land.
Are you saying that Steve is your grandfather?
No. I am saying we share great-grandparents.
Steve, is this man your relative?
Of course not. The man is clearly mad.
Well, it's true. My grandfather was a brother to Steve's grandfather. He left Rock Point many years ago.
This case is complicated. Steve wants damages for losing his crop. Elfaz wants a path through Steve's ranch. Elfaz, are you willing to pay damages to Steve?
Yes. Whatever my cattle have destroyed, I will pay.
Good. Steve, will you give this man a path through your land?
No. Impossible.
Steve, traditionally when a neighbor wants a path, You give it to him. You know very well that the path you use to and from your house may not be in your land.
I know that, Jackson. But this man is a bad neighbor. He asks for the path as if it's through his own father's land.
Well, he says you are related. Maybe you should reconsider.
Oh, come on. Will every thief that comes saying he's my brother share my inheritance with me?
Mr. Chairman, the truth is we are related.